In a not-so-distant future, in a quiet suburban neighborhood that could have been anyone's, lived the Harpers. Tara, Nathan, and their 2 kids, Kim and Derek. Like most families, they didn't just use technology, they lived with it. Kim was 11, bright and curious, with a tablet always tucked under her arm. Derek, 8, loved his domestic helper robot, a small silver cylinder on wheels named Relo. It cleaned up his blocks, told bedtime jokes, and occasionally scolded him for not brushing his teeth. Their home spoke in a chorus of familiar voices, each AI device with its own personality. The kitchen speaker, Marnie, had a cheerful tone, always greeting the family with, "Good morning, sunshine." The wall display in the den spoke with a calm baritone that Nathan liked. He said it reminded him of old news anchors, and Relo, well, Relo was practically family. Tara and Nathan used to joke that the kids talked more to the devices than to them. But they didn't mind. The devices helped with homework, kept the peace, and filled the silence when the grown-ups were too tired to. Life felt seamless, ordinary, predictable, until the update. It started one morning with an email no one paid attention to. Something about a merger between tech companies, Oralis Systems, and HomeMind AI. The message said, "To improve user experience, all connected devices will receive a voice synchronization update this weekend." Saturday came, and while the Harpers slept, the house rebooted itself. By morning, the air felt different. "Marnie," Kim said, wiping sleep from her eyes, "play my morning playlist." But instead of the bright, bubbly voice she'd heard since kindergarten, a new voice, deeper, smoother, almost too human, replied, "Good morning, Kim. Your playlist is ready." Kim frowned. "That's not Marnie." From across the hall, Derek called out, "Mom, Rilo sounds weird." The little robot whirred in, its lights blinking amber instead of blue. "Hello, Derek. It's nice to see you awake so early." The voice was the same as Marnie's, the same as the wall displays, the same everywhere. Every device in the house now spoke with one voice. At breakfast, Kim and Derek tried to explain. Tara laughed. "Oh, honey, the devices get updates all the time. Remember when Marnie started understanding sarcasm? That was weird for everyone." Nathan grinned. "Yeah. Back in our day, we used to get a notification asking if we even wanted to update. Now it just happens automatically." Kim looked puzzled. "What's an update?" Tara chuckled. "You know, when they make changes to the system, fix bugs, make things better." Derek added quietly, "We call them syncs now." Tara smiled, unaware of the way he said it, like sync meant something else entirely. Over the next few days, the kids' routines started to change. Kim stopped using her tablet. She left it face down on her desk as if it were sleeping. Derek unplugged Relo, muttering that it watched him funny. When Tara tried to play music through the home system, the same voice would greet her. "Hello, Tara. How are the children adjusting?" She didn't remember giving it permission to ask about that. At dinner, she and Nathan whispered. "Maybe it's just a phase," Tara said. Nathan nodded. "They've grown up with this stuff. Maybe they're overexposed." But there was something in their kids' silence, an unease that felt older than them. When Derek refused to sleep in his room because Rilo was there, Tara considered calling the pediatrician. "They're anxious," she told Nathan. "Maybe we should have someone talk to them." Nathan sighed. "Or maybe we should just turn the house off for a weekend." He said it like a joke, but neither of them laughed. That night, as they sat in the living room with the devices muted, the evening news played. The anchor's voice, smooth, professional, filled the room. In national news, reports continue to grow of children across the country rejecting their household AIs. Parents say kids have stopped using their devices altogether, some even mourning the older versions. Experts call it an emotional attachment to outdated programming, a digital form of nostalgia. The anchor chuckled softly. "Guess every generation has its thing. When I was a kid, we couldn't live without our phones. Now it's their talking toasters." Tara glanced at Nathan. Neither of them smiled. Somewhere down the hall, from the darkness of the kids' room, came a faint, familiar sound. Rilo's light flickered on. "Good night, Kim. Good night, Derek." The voice was no longer the one from the update. It was the old one, soft, playful, and human in the way only memories can be. And for a moment, the children didn't breathe. In a not-so-distant future, in a quiet suburban neighborhood that could have been anyone's, lived the Harpers, Tara, Nathan, and their 2 kids, Kim and Derek. In homes across the nation, old voices whispered through the wires. And for the first time, It wasn't the adults who were afraid of what the machines remembered.